Well, hello again, and good evening to you all. The stone that the builders rejected has become the head of the corner. Not only did they reject the stone, they abhorred it, they despised it, but that stone has become the head of the corner. Shalom lechem, anashim tovim uvruchim habaim la'arutz hakatan sheli. Today, I'm going to be reading from Psalm 118. I have to stop saying uh, my favorite psalm or one of my favorite psalms. They're all really, really good, to say the absolute least. And before I proceed, if my offerings are a blessing to you in any type of way, I ask that you would consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. So we are going to take a slow, deliberate reading of Psalm 118 at a regular pace through, come back through at a slower pace, and then pass again with some commentary and some pointers. Okay? Atem muchanim? Let's go. Odecha ki anitani, vatehi li Yeshua. Even maasu habonim haita lerosh pina. מאת אדוני הייתה זאת, היא נפלט בעינינו. זה היום עשה אדוני, נגילה ונשמחה בו. ענה אדוני הושיענה, ענה אדוני הצליחנה. ברוך הבא בשם אדוני, ברכנוכם מבית אדוני. Odecha, Odecha. This is a pronounced shva here, so Odecha ki anitani, 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 vatehi, vatehi, vatehi li Yeshua, li Yeshua. Even, not like James in Florida, but sounds the same, yeah? Even ma'asu, ma'asu, 3 syllables, ma'asu, habonim, 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 haita, 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 lerosh, 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 pina, pina, lerosh, pina. Me'et, me'et, Adonai, me'et Adonai, hayta zot, he niflat, he, niflat, 2 syllables, niflat, he niflat, be'einenu, that's a fun one, be'einenu, ze hayom, asa, Adonai, nagila, 3 syllables, nagila, venismeha, nagila, venismeha, vo, Ana, Adonai, Hoshia, 3 syllables, Hoshia, Ana, Adonai, Hatseliha, na, Baruch haba, Baruch haba, Beshem Adonai, Berachnuchem, lots of fun, Berachnuchem, mibet Adonai. Okay, so a little early housekeeping. I actually planned to do it earlier, but you see, I've highlighted the word Yeshua. As a matter of fact, I left the pointer on this word in particular on purpose because I wanted you to see the word that I was pointing to. Okay, Yeshua. Yeshua, salvation. Yeshua, for salvation. I also highlighted the word Evan. Evan. Okay, and I want to pay attention to certain words that you may be used to seeing. Again, without the prepositions. You have Rosh and you have Pina. Rosh Pina. Of course, you know Rosh means head. Pina. Okay. You have prepositions like may. Okay, so right out the gate here, let's just point out a couple things. All right, so we can get the ball rolling. Yeshua, as I pointed out, Yeshua, up here at the top, and then the word Evan. Evan, Aleph, Beit, and a Nun Sofit. So I'm going to write this word twice. I know you've seen this before. This is not groundbreaking and brand new. But if you look at this word, Evan, stone, right? The same as here, Evan. If you look at it in a certain way and you decide to highlight the Aleph and the Vet, you have the word Av for father, right? If you look at the same word and choose to look at it in a different way and focus only on the last two letters, you have the word Ben, Evan, the stone which was rejected, of father, Ben, son, within the same word. Remember the words of the Shaliach, Apostle Paul, who said God, or Elohim, the power, he was in the man Yeshua the Mashiach, reconciling the world to himself. I think that's a cool thing as well. And of course, the word Yeshua, salvation, Yeshua, and from it, of course, also is the name of Mashiach. So let's get going. Odecha. Odecha is related to the word modeh or modah, or just like praise, just like Yehuda, they're linked, okay, from an etymological standpoint, but it means to give thanks. The old biblical ending with the chaf sofit, Odecha, means I thank you. Odecha, ki, for or because. For or because. Ki is an easy word, but it occurs a whole lot within Scripture. For or because, it creates contrast, okay, or as opposed to. Odecha, I will thank you. Ki, because ani tani. Ani tani. You have answered me. The you is implied. Okay, ki ani tani. Because you have answered me. Ana, it's a combination of the word ana, which means to answer, and the E ending, which is to me. If you know someone who has a daughter named Eliana, it means my God answered me. Vatehi, and has become. Vatehi, remember this is a prophetic vision. He's looking ahead. So it can be translated as has become or will become, or he's saying has become because he's looking at it, okay, in real time in the prophetic vision. Vatehile, and has become to me li Yeshua. The word li by itself, the word li by itself means to me or for me. To me or for me. Okay? Vatehile, and has become to me li Yeshua, for salvation. For salvation, li Yeshua. Even, the stone, right? Even, the stone, ma'asu, rejected. Rejected. The root word is mas, mem, aleph, samech, ma'asu. Ma'asu has the u ending because it's pluralized. Why is it plural? Well, it's plural because the word bonim, builders, is plural. It's not one builder. It's builders. It's builders. In Hebrew, you have the word boneh, boneh, which is a builder, a builder. If you add the definite article in front, it becomes haboneh, the builder. Therefore, habonim are the builders. Evan ma'asu habonim, the stone, despised, rejected, and utterly cast aside by the builders, haita, haita has become, and notice again, you have the preposition le in front of it, just like li Yeshua, for salvation. Haita le rosh pina, has become for the head of the corner. Rosh, the word you're familiar with, Rosh as in Rosh Hashanah. Okay, it's also related to Reshit, like in the opening of the Tanakh in the book of Genesis, Bereshit, bara Elohim et hashamayim v'et haaretz. Okay, at the start or at the head, created the power of the heavens and the earth. Pina is a corner, related to turn, okay, which is the word poneh, poneh in Hebrew. Okay, poneh, poneh, or lifnot, to turn, okay, but it's also a corner. It has to do with turning, but it also has to do with the edge as well. Me'et, me'et. So now, of course, you're used to seeing the word et by itself. You know it's the direct object marker, right? It's my crude paleo, right? It is the ox's head driving toward the marker. It's the ox's head driving toward the marker, right? The direct object marker. Me is the prefix that is a short form of min, which means from. Mem nun sofit is how you spell it. You see it here, me in the form me and mi. It depends. The vowels will depend on what's in front of it. But this stone that's been rejected by the builders, that not only has become a part of the building, but it's become the head of the corner, the head of the building. Why? Because it is mekudeshet. Mekudeshet. Okay, and if you think you hear the word kodesh in there, you're right. Kaf, dalet, and shin. Mekudeshet. The head of the corner is what the whole building is all about. He who has an ear, let him hear. Me'et Adonai, from Adonai. Okay, definite article, a definite marker, direct object marker in front of a personal name. And what greater name is there than Yud He, Waw He, Yehovah, Yehovah, Adonai, Adoshem, however you pronounce it. Okay, whether you pronounce the name or you go out of respect. Yes. So, Me'et Adonai, from Adonai, Haitazot, is this thing. All right. He, the Hebrew word, which means she. Okay, don't get excited now. We're not calling the stone a she. It's the fact that it's the word for she, but it's also it if it's responding or it's corresponding to a feminine word. So therefore, he niflat. He, it is niflat, a wonder or a wondrous thing, right? Isaiah chapter 6, is it? I think, and he shall be called what? Pele Yoetz. Pele Yoetz. He shall be called Pele. Wonderful. Yoetz. Wonderful counselor. Pele Yoetz. Aviad El Gibor Sar Shalom. Okay, so Pele is a wonder or something wondrous or miraculous. Pe, Lamed, Aleph, and you find it Pe, Lamed, Aleph in the root here. He niflat, okay? It is wondrous. Be ainenu, in our eyes. One eye in Hebrew is ein, okay? And the preposition be means in, Okay, so ainenu, our eyes. What makes it our is the ending nu at the end, like Adonai tzidkenu. Adonai tzidkenu. You remember back in the old days for a lot of church folks, they would hear Jehovah tzidkenu, that new ending, okay? Be'ainenu, in our eyes. It is a wondrous thing in our eyes, okay? And it is talking about Pelioetz, El Gibor, Aviad, El Gibor, and Sar Shalom. Ze hayom, ze, this, okay? Ze in particular here. Ze in particular here is the male counterpart of the word zot. Ze, zot. Ze, this, masculine. Zot means this, feminine. Ze hayom. And the reason why it's ze hayom and not zot hayom is because yom, the Hebrew word for a day, yom is one day, yamim are days, because it's masculine. So ze hayom, this is the day. Ze hayom, this is the day. Asa Adonai, made by Adonai. This is the day that Adonai has made. Okay? Nagila venismeha bo. So the noon preposition in the front implies let us, right? Samahti be'omrim li. I was rejoiced, or I was gladdened when they said to me, Nelech, let us go unto the house of Yudhevave. So Nagila, let us rejoice. Nagila, like if you know a young girl who has the name Avigail, she has that particle in her name. Okay, rejoice. Avigail, the rejoicing of her father. Nagila, let us rejoice. The conjunction and. Nismeha, and be glad, and let us be gladdened. Let us rejoice, and let us be gladdened. Vo, or sometimes you'll see this cantillated. No robbery here. You'll see it cantillated as bo. What is the bo in it or in him? You could even say, because again, the word yom is masculine. Let us rejoice. Nagila v'nismeha bo. Let us rejoice and be glad in it, the day that was made. Asaba Adonai. Almost done. Ana Adonai, please. The word ana is a deep word of longing and yearning. It's a deep plea. And you see it in full form twice, and you see it in a shortened form twice. Ana and na. Okay, it's like saying please, oh please, please, oh please. So ana Adonai, Hoshia. If that sounds like Yeshua, you are correct. Yeshua. Okay, if it sounds like that, you are absolutely correct. Hoshia, save. So please, Adonai, save us, please. And again, Hoshiana. Sounds familiar too. Again, none of this is groundbreaking, but watch this. Hoshiana, Hosanna, Hosanna. So when the Hebrew words become westernized and all of these other things, it all gets smushed together, Greekicized, or whatever word you can come up with. Hoshiana. It becomes Hosanna. But this is the plea. And remember, Yeshua is riding into Yerushalayim on the animal, and the people start throwing down the kapayim, the palm hands, the palm branches onto the ground, right? And they're saying Hoshiana, they're saying save us, and they're thinking exactly of Psalm 118, which is what we're reading from, Psalm 118. I bet you I didn't tell you that at the top, but that's okay. You're smart. You probably figured it out. I'm a slacker. Ana Adonai, please, Hatzeliha na, Hatzeliha. So tzadi, lamet, and achet is a root word for success or to prosper. So saying, Please, Adonai, prosper us, or prosper us, cause us to prosper. In modern Hebrew, if someone's going into a job interview, you tell them, Behatzleha, Behatzleha. You're literally saying with success, or you're wishing them to be successful. Finally, Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. You know this one. Baruch, blessed, haba is the one who comes. Ba alone is just come. Haba is the one who comes. Baruch haba, blessed is the one who comes. B'shem Adonai. Who is it that's coming in the authority of the one who sent him? None other than Yeshua. Evan, the stone. Okay, remember? All of my words are not my words. All of my teachings come from the one who sent me. B'shem Adonai. Berachnuchem mi beit Adonai. Berachnuchem mi beit Adonai. Bet, resh, chaf sofit. Bet, resh, and a chaf from the same word. Berachnuchem implies we bless you, plural. You, we bless all of you. Where? Mi beit. Beit by itself is house, right? Mi beit is from the house of Adonai. We bless you from the house of Adonai. And we're done, just like that. Odecha ki anitani, vatehi li Yeshua. Even ma'asu abonim, haita lerosh pina. מאת אדוני הייתה זאת, היא נפלט בעינינו. זה היום עשה אדוני נגילה ונשמחה בו. ענה אדוני הושיענה, ענה אדוני הצליחנה. ברוך הבא בשם אדוני, ברכנוכם מבית אדוני. Okay, that's it and that's all. And as always, I will leave you with the blessing, the Most High, Yud He Vav He, Elohei Avraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. He commanded Moshe and Aharon to bless the people, saying, Yivarechecha Adonai veYishmarecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May Adonai watch over you and keep you. May Adonai cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May Adonai lift up his face on you and give you his shalom, right? Because when we have his peace, we are not lacking. We are complete. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can get something edifying for your spirit from my humble offering. Until the next time, shalom and blessings to you all.